Self-storage wizards, listen up. I've got a great episode for you today. I actually wrote about this on my newsletter, my daily newsletter on the 28th of March. However, the reason I'm talking about it today is because it's just come up again. It's just come up again. And I cannot believe that more people aren't aware of how important this is. Speed is of the essence. That's the title. Speed is of the essence. Now, what we do is can't lie, fake quotes to test other people. But not only test other people, but we want to know if they have any other sales techniques that we're not using. So we'll go around different places, or I will, or my team will. I mean, we do local tests as well in our local area quite a lot because we want to know what we're dealing with, who we're dealing with, and how good are they? Because we want to be the best. I don't want to be just the top 5 or whatever. I want to be the very, very best in the area. I want to make sure that we get to our customers quicker than anybody else and interact with our customers. So when I say speed is of the essence, I mean with a quote, how quickly do you get in touch with that prospect? Because what you've got to remember, that when the quote comes in, they're in buying mode right now. They're sat online, whether it be on the phone, whether it be the desktop, whether it be the iPads, whatever it is, they're in the moment right there and then. There is literally no point in ringing them up. Well, there is obviously a point, and that was times better than never. But for my money, what? And now is time. They could be doing something else. It could be the gym. They could be picking the kids up. They could be watching something. Who knows what they're going to be in an hour? You are taking that risk. You know, as soon as that quote comes in, that they're in buying mode right now. And so what I try to do is I want to get to that quote, to that prospect within 5 minutes. Any longer than that, unless we're very, very busy or there's some unforeseen circumstances, I don't think it's acceptable. A very, very maximum is 10. We used to always say, get in touch with people before the 10-minute mark. But why? Why? Because people want it now. If you do a quote, do you want to wait an hour, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever? You want to know now. You want to get in touch with that person. Yes, they've got the information online, but they might have questions. And so you've got to communicate. You've got to talk. You've got to pick up that phone and actually get in touch with that customer. If you can't contact them by phone, contact them via email. We have to get in touch with that customer. I really do believe the longer we leave it, the less chance that prospect is going to convert with us. So I've got some notes here. I put here that we aim to contact people within 5 minutes of the quote. Acting fast makes a difference. I can't tell you who it is because I know people from the organization actually listen to this podcast. But we've done some tests on the local area that we're in. And I can tell you that not one person got in touch with us within, I think the fastest was an hour. An hour. And for me, that is incredible news. I'm like rubbing my hands thinking, yes. Because if it's an hour, then we're in front of them already. We've talked to that customer. We've either sent them a text, an email, or we've rang them and left them a voice note. We have had some form of contact with that customer. And Dave Davies always says this to me. He always says, Dean. That's exactly how he sounds. He always says that you think that your team will get in touch with, everybody always says to me, yeah, we're great at responding. We always respond in time. But honestly, Dean, people never, ever do. People never, ever respond in the time that they say they do. And so when we first started working with him, he did a test with us. And it so happens he did a quote and we never got back to him because it landed in the junk. The quote, for whatever reason, it was emailed across to us, but it went into the junk. Because as soon as he told me that, I was absolutely devastated. And I was like, Angela, what the hell happened? One time, but Dave does a secret quote with us and we don't respond. And Dave was like saying, Dean, you must do better. And I was like, Dave, honestly, I promise you, it went in junk. But Dave's right. That's no excuse because we should be checking our junk folder as well. And so, yes, quotes can go into junk. It's always your fault. Whatever the reason, it's your fault. And so please, please, please test, challenge your organization. How quickly do you respond to quotes? And I shouldn't really be saying this because the longer it takes you to respond to quotes, the better it is for me because I'll hoover up people quick. I promise you, I can absolutely guarantee you that your conversions will improve the faster you get in contact with people. What do Big Yellow do? What do SafeStore do? If all you do is look at what they do and copy that, you won't go far wrong. I think last time I checked, and there'll be people on Big Yellow and Safe Stalking, no, we don't do that. But last time I checked, I think their response time was under 10 minutes. They try to. I can't remember the average. I was talking to somebody in their organization who was telling me. But anyway, I can't remember. It was years and years and years ago. But if they're doing it in 10 minutes, why can't you do it quicker? And so what I found as well is you have to incentivize your staff. You have to incentivize your team members to get a reservation, because they're not just going to do it just because you tell them to all the time. We've got to motivate. We've got to inspire. And sometimes, how do we do that? Well, if they're doing something for you, why can't you do something for them? So for every reservation you get, whatever it may be, give them an extra couple of quid, 10 20 quid, whatever it is, but have some sort of incentive there for your team members. We have to get in touch with customers quicker. Like I said, when we looked around and it was an hour response time for a quote in our local area, I'm not telling you which area because we're in 4 different locations, I was like, that is incredible, brilliant, absolutely amazing. I was so over the moon with it. And then the person left a voice note, and it was, I mean, I don't think this person actually listens to the podcast, but they know of the podcast. It was shocking, absolutely shocking. And I was like, oh my God, if we don't win in this market, then there's something wrong with us. So also, what do you say to that customer? If I don't answer, what do you say? Have you got a script? Have you got a script for the text? Have you got a script for the email? Because how you respond and your tone you use is so important. And the tone that person used was off completely in the voicemail. So how do you show up as well when the customers don't answer? Because obviously, a lot of the time, they're not going to answer. People don't answer phones anymore. I mean, I'm the world's worst. I never bloody answer. Anyway, so that is my message for you today. I think it's so important, super important, and something underutilized. It'll cost you no extra money if you just, and it'll improve your conversion rates super, super much. Oh, Jesus, I am terrible at English. It will definitely improve your conversion rates. I promise you. So all you got to do is just respond quicker. Simple, dimple. All right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, no. I'll see you Friday. Bye-bye.